So this week's parsha is called Vayigash, means he approached. He approached. And it's the climax of the Joseph story. And it's describing Yehuda. It says, Vayigash Yehuda elav. Yehuda approached him, meaning he approached Joseph. Now, this is a very difficult situation for Yehuda because he doesn't know it's Yosef. All he knows is that this ruler is standing before him who has a lot more power than he does. And this ruler is saying, I'm going to take Binyamin as a slave, your youngest brother. And it's implied that Yehuda and the brothers are full of guilt and terror that they would bring, not so much for Binyamin, but for bringing such suffering on their father, Jacob, Israel, because they thought Joseph was dead. They had sold him into slavery and lied to their father. Their father thinks Joseph is dead. So they're guilty for that. And Yehuda probably the most in the previous parts of the story, it implies that Yehuda has had a transformation and a change and that he is a better person now. So it says, Vayigash Yehuda. Yehuda approaches him. And he comes with humility and with vulnerability and openness, and he tells the truth. He tells the story about what happened. Not the whole story, but part of it to try to appeal to the heart of this person that he's standing before. Right? And there's an interesting duality about the qualities that he expresses that I think is helpful also for this question of how to approach this moment, which is that on one hand, he's surrendered, right? He's not pushing, he's not trying to control Yosef, who he doesn't know is Yosef, right? He's not saying, come on, Yosef, please! No, he's not saying that. He's not being aggressive, he's not trying to manipulate. He's surrendered, but he's also appealing, right? So he has a goal. It's not like he's surrendered and he has no goal. Whatever you say is fine with me. Not doing that. He has a goal. He wants to change the guy's mind. He wants reality to shift in his favor. But he's also coming at it from an open and surrendered point of view with full knowledge that he may not get what he wants. So that's an interesting combination of qualities. Because most of the time in our lives, at any given moment, we do have some goal. We're not just surrendered in the sense of like, yeah, whatever, you know.
Some people do that.
Yeah, sometimes. And there are moments of that, right, where there's no held goal in the mind. There's just a relaxing. And meditation has that quality of just being with what is. At the same time, there is a goal, though. To say that there's no goal is a little disingenuous, because the goal is, just to bring it to presence in meditation, the goal is that you are sitting and being with what is. That's the goal. There's an intention behind there. And yet, the intention has this quality of openness and surrenderedness to it at the same time. So, this is a quality of presence. Basically, it's describing a quality of presence that we can bring to any situation. No matter what we're trying to do, there's a way of doing it that is a kind of pushing and a kind of manipulating, a kind of negativity if it doesn't go the way we want it to, and even negativity before it goes anyway. Right? Like, it better go the way I want it to, right? That's a natural kind of egoic impulse. That's an ego impulse. So what Yehuda is displaying here is how to have a goal, how to be trying to change things, but not from a place of ego. That's what's so beautiful about this passage, I think. And then, here's the kicker. What's the first thing that Yehuda says to Yosef? Vayomer bi Adoni. Does anybody know what that means? So, Be literally means in me. B means in. It can also mean with. Like Bereshit, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. B. E, the suffix E means me. So be means in me. Adoni means my Lord. Now, if you look in the English translation of that, it usually says something like, if you please, my Lord. Like it's an expression, right? It's an expression of like, if you please, sir, you know. But what does it literally mean? It means, my Lord, you are in me. What an amazing little phrase there to summarize this whole attitude that we're talking about. Because on one hand, Adoni can mean the divine, right? The divine is not out there. The divine is in me, right? I'm approaching this moment. I have a goal, right? I'm gonna try to change things to make things better for me, but I'm not doing it as a little separate fragment in the universe trying to fight the big thing called reality. I'm first of all, before I do anything, before I make my appeal and I try to accomplish my goal, I remember, be Adoni, right? The same force or the same reality that is embodied in everything that exists is also embodied in me, and this very consciousness that's looking out of my eyes in this moment or hearing in my ears, thinking these thoughts, is Adoni, is Adonai. There's only one reality, right? Be Adoni.